That's good water. Welcome to A2Z Movie Night, where a few film nerds gathered around a bottle of Jameson tonight to watch a movie. A2Z Movie Night may contain spoilers and is intended for a mature audience. Listeners' discretion is advised.
No, these idiot kids. All you history buffs listening, you know what I'm talking about? You got that reference. I mean,
He just laid down on a slab and just died there.
That's a great one, too. I got nothing. That's a great one. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
he's like, my name's Zach Bowman, and you know, I just really like the A2Z. It has nothing to do with my.
And he drank every day starting at 10 o'clock.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm your host, Zach. I'm here with my co-host, Tim Postwaite. I just said I'm Zach. Didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
No, keep going.
I'm here with Aaron Barnhill. He's right here.
Hey, what up? Hey, Aaron Barnhill. Hey.
Is that's your impression of me?
I don't
That's
even
pretty
have
good.
it right written in the script, Aaron. How did you pull that off?
You know, honestly,
We're
I
professionals.
don't even know, man. But tonight we're watching 1988's The Blob.
In a tiny California town, high school students Brian, Meg, and Paul discover a strange gelatinous substance that melts the flesh of any living creatures in its path. The deadly substance gets into the town's sewer system where it grows uncontrollable, occasionally emerging to feast on unsuspecting townspeople. A military cleanup crew is sent to eliminate the menace, but it may end up doing more harm than good. Wow.
As always, this is a movie commentary track. It is a companion piece meant to go along with the film itself. Mm-hmm. And as always, we do a countdown, whatever you're watching on, if you're streaming or you have a DVD or even the VHS. Cue it up right at the beginning. Zach's going to give it, Aaron's going to give a countdown. And then hit play with us. Drink what you're drinking and watch along with your bros.
Here is The Blob.
3, 2, 1.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Jameson. Haven't had Jameson in a while.
Yeah, we've been slumming it, man, with the old benchmark. I mean, benchmark's good, but
We had early times, a couple times.
that's true too. Yeah, I got too drunk on early times.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
it's like it's almost
100%.
cask strength. Yeah.
Get the hangovers. All right, TriStar.
I haven't seen that TriStar intro in a while, dude.
Yeah. That was like back in the VHS days and stuff. Like when you put on a VHS, like the different movie studios, like you get
It
hyped
prepped
up.
you, yeah,
you get
yeah.
all hyped up. You're like, man, there's that 20th Century Fox,
yeah.
fanfare or
Or the Universal, dude. That I don't know
Universal.
why, but the Universal, the Planet, that one got me the most hype. And then New Line and Orion too, because they had some of the more like cult classics. Shoot, I'd be like, is this Ninja Turtles
or yeah, you hear the New Line and be like, is this Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yeah.
Kevin Dillon.
So, Tim, this was your pick tonight. You know, usually we all go around and we're pretty cool with each other. We let each other pick a film and bring the others along for a ride. So, what's up with this, man? Why'd you want to watch this?
We had talked about this one before. This is like a very hidden gem of mine for 80s horror fans. Everybody knows that we are huge fans of The Thing here and the practical effects that were involved in that. This film has some amazing practical effects for 1988. And if you've only seen this movie on television where it was edited, you have not seen this
That's
movie.
where most of us have seen it.
If you watch this on TNT or some shit, you have not actually seen this movie because this has got some of the most brutal, interestingly done practical deaths that are just... It's worth the price of admission. I picked it... I had a lot on my short list for this time around. But I was like, we haven't done a horror movie in a while.
Yeah, good call.
And at least one that we like, So
It has like the, what's that Jet Li movie? It has like the one...
Oh, the font.
Titles
yeah,
on
it's
it.
kind of.
Yeah.
It is like that. Yeah.
It's
It's establishing the town. It's kind of a ski town, or at least it's like isolated in the mountains. It looks like, but since it's in the summer, it's kind of a ghost town. Huh?
Yeah, it's an old-timey town, I guess you'd call it.
We don't have much people here since the silver mines have
Yeah,
run
all the
dry.
mines closed down.
We gotta wait for the winter.
People moved
People
on.
coming up here to ski. You don't want to ski down that
I'm not
mountain
sure.
now.
It definitely is in the mountains and the woods, but I'm not sure if they specify exactly where it takes place.
It's supposed to take place in California, I think.
It's probably like Big Bear or something.
Arborville, California.
Wow.
But it was shot in Louisiana.
I was just about to say, that looks like fucking New Orleans. I was like, that house.
Yeah, that's like Antebellum.
So,
Yeah.
Abbeville.
I was just about to say, that architecture looks like fucking Louisiana, New
Dude,
Orleans.
It's actually
And I was right.
It's close. It's around Baton Rouge is where they shot it.
That makes sense.
For all,
houses and
for all of you guys listening, maybe on YouTube or something, or you guys just aren't friends with us in general, our podcast studio is in Texas. We're Texas people, and honestly, it's a huge shame.
screenplay by Frank Darabont.
Oh, look at that! That's
Holy
early,
shit.
Frank Darabont.
Frank fucking Darabont, man.
But one thing that's such a criminal injustice about Texas is they're very famous for like not giving any like tax breaks or film incentives for movies to be like shot here, which Louisiana is crazy about. They just like give all the breaks, and
Yeah,
it's
so they got a
like
lot
they're
of tax
broke
breaks.
as
like
fuck.
Louisiana is like another California now when it comes to that. They wanted to make a Dallas movie, and they couldn't even shoot it in Dallas because it would have been too
Well,
expensive.
that Hell or High Water film is like a bank robbing, like cops and robbers movie that was shot. It's set in Texas. They have Shiner beers, all
Yeah,
that stuff,
yeah.
and they shot
They
it all
shot it
in,
like
in
Lake
New
Charles.
Mexico.
A lot
New
of
Yeah.
TV series and stuff filmed in Louisiana and call it Texas.
But I mean, that's so
Yeah.
sad. It's like it pays so much reverence and homage to Texas, but they shot it all in a completely different state.
so. Look at
because
these
we're
dumbass
weird.
cheerleading outfits. They have like there's no names. Like they like look. There's no school name on the cheerleading outfits. There's no mascot names. It's just they bought
They're
they bought some red and white like cheerleading things. I was about to say online, but this is '88.
through,
probably got them from the local
mailing
school.
catalog.
Yeah,
you
and they
know
were
what I
just
mean?
like,
Yeah,
oh shit,
yeah.
but we didn't have the rights to call it the Bobcats or whatever.
Yeah,
'Cause
you don't
look,
need
look,
rights.
It's
So
completely.
it could say Cougars or Bears. No
Yeah,
one
they
has the
could
rights
call
to
it the
sing.
I mean, but in this
Stingrays.
part of the country, I mean, they could have found those uniforms anywhere. Shit.
Yeah, they just apparently. There's the priest who will be a character in this movie. Look at that girl's glasses. How did she make the cheerleading squad with those fucking Coke bottle glasses?
Raw talent, bro.
Small towns, man.
Raw talent.
Raw talent.
She's got heart. So here's Johnny Football. You know, he was.
So is this set up as like a young adult kind of?
It's well, yeah. Our main characters are teenagers, basically. To start off with, did I score? Look, I've never gotten over the fact that there's not even like there's not even a mascot or even the letters of a school. They just bought cheerleading outfits and said, "Fuck."
Well, no,
we
they had
gotta
to
film.
They had to establish these characters as like it's the football star and the.
But I'm just saying
lead
the fact that they're
cheerleader.
out.
And now we got the bad guy,
Yeah.
the
we
biker
got
guy,
James Dean wannabe.
dope ass Triumph. Is that Triumph?
I
He's,
didn't get a good look. I'll tell you in a minute. But his hair, God
Yeah,
dang,
dude.
dude.
Watch that fucking hair, man.
Nowadays, that would be a wig, but 88, I bet
it
that's
looks like a wig.
It looks like a wig, but it being 1988, that's probably his real fucking hair.
That's just
I
a
don't know,
little bit
man.
longer than my hair. I think I want a perm.
It looks like a wig, though.
That looks like a fucking wig.
Yeah. So
yeah, it's
Kevin
trying.
Dillon,
Yeah,
we're
look at
meeting him. Obviously, he's
a
fucking
bad guy.
daredevil, man. He's gonna make this jump.
It's a really small Triumph.
Yeah, that's not even a 250 or anything. That's like a little 125 guy.
It's like a.
It's a very,
Pump up.
very small.
Well, let's Google it.
You can probably go to the Internet Automobile Database. Or,
But he has
Internet
a-
Film Automobile. Yeah.
He has a
whatever.
leather jacket, a motorcycle, and he smokes cigarettes. So we know that he's a tough guy.
He's got earring, too. Don't forget about
Oh,
that
he had an earring.
Yeah,
Yeah. So this guy's tough.
But it's in the left ear because he ain't no gay-mo.
And it's because look, he said, "Fuck the pep rally. I'm gonna go jump my motorcycle off this fucking broken bridge."
I'm young and I don't care.
I don't care about
So-
football.
I do what I want.
Yeah, it could have been a football.
It's a
star.
Triumph Tiger. They used
Oh, yeah.
they used a 500cc for everything and then 200cc for the jumps.
The Tigers are now 850s. So they're way, way bigger now.
I think he even has fucking spurs on.
That looks like the dog from Mad Max. Watch that be the same ass dog.
He's like, "Hey, old man."
Well,
Look, that's the
No.
same. Come on, that's the same dog from Mad
Can't be.
Max. God,
He took the rest of his beer. I know how he did that because he was on the other side of that jump.
that's the most entertainment that hobo's gotten in a long time.
Yeah, and he got a can. Now we meet our sheriff.
Don't worry. When they're through screaming their heads off, they'll be in here like a flood. Where I
And
stay.
you
Look
can
at that
tell
guy.
He's got a crush on the waitress.
Good that this town's got up on its hind legs about something.
He looks like an old Jewish comedy writer.
So, Mary Bell, what
He's been
time
in
did
so
you get
many
on?
other movies. What's his big one?
Mary Ann, you closing up this place by yourself? Ski season's about to start. Yeah, so they're waiting on tourists to come for ski season.
Jeffrey DeMunn. What's his big thing? He was in Green Mile. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was like the Ward to Green Mile, wasn't he?
Yeah,
which
he
is
was,
Frank
uh,
Darabont. So
Walking Dead. Yeah.
It is connected. Oh yeah, that's Dale.
Yeah.
That's Dale in The Walking Dead. That's right.
Yeah, he was in The Mist. He was the he's the one that runs into the beginning of The Mist, which
Shawshank, all that,
which
yeah.
was Frank Darabont.
So they must be like best bros.
Yeah, apparently
Darabont.
he's put this dude in everything he's ever done. Just so crazy. If you look at Dale and Walking Dead, how you
I would take that. That would
I'm
be
kind of stuck here.
like that. If I had to if I made it in acting, like I wouldn't want to be like an A-list guy. You know, I would want to be the guy
A
that
character actor.
Yeah, like a director just says, "Yeah, I'm going to put you in." in all of my
you'll have a
films."
part. Yeah, big or small, you'll have a part in everything I do. Something where you.
That seems so much better.
Yeah, it does seem better than being like a Tom Cruise. It's a lot less chance of you going fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I meant. Yeah.
He's like, well, here come the kids. I'm gonna get out of your way.
Get any free time to yourself? That's my number there down at the station.
Do you think they invite these level actors to the crazy orgies at least like one time?
No,
They probably invite him there, but so they could.
I'm off at 11. Ooh. Well, Mary Sue Ellen, aren't you just a whore? I don't know. It's probably her name. But I love that actor, the guy that plays the sheriff. I love that guy.
Yeah, he's dope.
He's great. And he, usually in movies like this, I mean, yeah, he doesn't like Kevin Dillon, but usually the sheriff is like, oh, this guy's a dick. He hates all the teenagers in town. But he's kind of a nice guy in this movie. He's obviously had run-ins with this loser.
What year was Platoon made?
86? 87?
Because that was Kevin Dillon's first.
That was 86.
That was like his first real role. I think was Platoon.
He was, he was one of the cocky ones.
Yeah.
John C. McGinley.
He was one of the ones that were
He was
not
really
doing
badass.
really friendly things to the natives.
Yeah. He was the one that went crazy.
I'll see you around, Flag.
In case any of you guys are wondering who Kevin Dillon is, it's Johnny Drama from Entourage, baby. That's what's good.
I've never seen a single episode of that show.
Well, you're missing out, all right, because you can't go back and watch it now because it's way too dated.
Yeah, probably.
So you missed the phenomenon, all right?
That's
show?
a bummer.
Entourage. I gave you the cliff
But
notes.
more importantly, he's Matt Dillon's younger brother, though. Matt Dillon was
Older
in The
brother.
Outsiders.
He's Matt Dillon's older brother.
Is he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know about that.
Oh, yeah.
Matt Dillon was in The Outsiders like 10 years before this,
Pretty
playing
sure
the same
Kevin's
age.
the older brother.
Kevin Dillon. Let's see.
My bike's broken down in Elkins Grove. I was thinking,
So he kind of he's good with cars and engines and stuff. So this mechanic guy kind of slides him cash and stuff, helps him work on bikes, whatever.
Matt Dillon's older than this guy. He's a younger.
Oh,
brother.
okay. Well, you're right.
One
Sam,
year.
all right?
1 year. So.
You get 2 kudos points.
Hey, look, there's some foreshadowing. He's got a snowmaker, this big truck that blows snow. And Kevin Dillon goes, what's your rush trying to get that thing working? It's 70 degrees outside. He's like, yeah, but when the tourists get here, if the first snow hasn't hit yet, they would go around in these little towns and blow fake snow on the streets and stuff so that the tourists would go, okay,
Let's stay.
we'll stay. We'll get a hotel. We'll stay. They don't turn around and just leave. So they try and fake them out if the first snow hasn't come yet. But that's a little big foreshadowing with that truck in the back.
all right, maybe I'll put in a couple hours over the weekend. Maybe that'll lighten things up a bit.
He looks so different, man, this young. It's I guess it's just the hair. Kevin
Yeah, it's
Dillon's
that hair,
like-
man.
12.
How much does a perm cost? You want me to perm my hair? I think I
I'd
should.
pay for it.
I think I
Got a
should.
perm.
Firm cost average. Let's see.
Thanks a lot,
$50.
boss.
What, what's it called now? A Brazilian blowout? I don't know.
You can expect to spend anywhere from $30 to over $150. I'll have to call up Brooke, see what she said.
So this
We
guy,
can get you hooked up. I'll pay for it.
this old bum, look at what you see what he did?
Oh, is he melting these down and making? Oh no!
He tied a iron skillet to his foot
So he can crush it.
to crush the kid.
Yeah, that definitely seems like the most efficient way to do that.
You remember that place down?
Where you couldn't just hit it with
Yeah,
the
with
thing.
Remember
another
the place
piece of
in
wood.
Silsby, Aaron, down near the school that had it always had the big trucks full of cans?
Yeah,
He was the can
crusher.
guy.
Yeah, it was a can guy. There's money in them cans.
Yeah.
I mean, you had the land for cheap, and all you do is collect cans all day. I mean, sure,
Aluminum is like 90.
Yeah.
like
I mean, look at all those
98%
hubcaps and stuff
recyclable
he's
or
got back
something.
there just
It's
on his
ridiculous.
house. Aluminum and copper.
It's It's an absolute shame that we throw aluminum in landfills. To be honest with you, it's a tragedy.
So this is reminiscent, or I should say, Slither is very
Yeah,
reminiscent
Slither's
of
reminiscent of this. Yeah.
So you got the
Slither's like a love note to the Blob,
to the Thing and the
Thing
Blob,
and-
especially. Yeah, these two movies, especially.
Let me $5 till tomorrow, okay?
Bro, this is 88, man. Inflation is crazy. $5 is a lot of money.
Yeah, I don't just
I'm
give
not
you
giving
$5.
$5.
Just a little protection. Come on.
That's a dinner for two.
That's my whole week's allowance in 1988.
You want to take a guess for how much $5 is worth in 1988 to now?
To now? Yeah, I'll take a yes.
40.
Look, pal, give me a pack of
$17.25.
$17. What do you got?
$32.
I got 14.
Wow.
This
Look at
this is the
the
important stuff here, folks.
pharmacist. It's been in a lot of things.
Dude, that fucking
$10.91.
dude is creepy.
The priest is creepy as fuck,
creepy
man.
as shit. He's like, look, he's giving all the boys like fuck me eyes.
Well, that's the thing.
the-
We always knew they were creepy. We just didn't say anything about
Well,
it until all those
the
papers came out.
kid just bought condoms, and he turned around and his priest is standing behind him while he's at the
Or the regular.
yeah. You want the ribbed or the regular? Wah, you got busted.
Ribbed. I guess
Catholics really don't like
they're
that.
not for
No,
me.
you can't even jerk off and
You'd be like, dude,
They're for my friend.
Be like, at least I'm fucking using protection.
Every sperm is sacred. No, they don't like
Sort of
protection. That's a
naive,
sin.
they're all that
No, I was
No, you
raised
can't waste-
Catholic.
you can't waste your
Catholics
seed.
don't like
Well,
contraception. That's a fact.
Yeah, well,
I don't care
yeah.
if you're raised
I
Catholic.
Yeah.
Like,
insisted
that's-
that he take precautions.
Why doesn't he
Once
take
you get married, though, you can.
I had to drag
out
him
as many
down
kids
here
as
to
you
this.
want.
I mean, the guy is
Yeah, that's what they
totally
want, yeah.
irresponsible.
Hey, come on, Scott. What's the holdup? I can't
It's
keep
what
this
they
girl
want.
waiting.
Boy, doesn't
we
need
all know what they
condoms.
want.
Yeah.
He needs a
Little
muzzle.
boys.
Just take the fuck like.
Oh my god.
I've never seen a buying
true.
condoms being so long.
It's
and
true.
drawn
I'm not
out.
gonna hold my tongue. It's true. We all
Send
know.
us some.
I don't know, man. This guy's my favorite character so far.
His dog's my favorite character.
The hobo.
The hobo dog.
Dude, I've been playing Stardew Valley like a little weed.
Yeah, I saw you on PlayStation the other night.
And
I
yeah,
saw
I've been
that.
playing, and this guy reminds me of Linus, the guy who lives in the tent on the edge of town. I'm getting good vibes from this hobo guy.
That's funny. My dog's name's Linus.
And that dog's from Mad Max. I'm telling you
Yeah.
right now, it's Mad Max's dog.
You ever seen the news articles of the people who, the PETA people who try to, who take homeless people's dogs from them, saying they're like abusing them because they don't have a home or something?
That's dude. I will punch a PETA.
Same.
That is
Yeah.
fucked up. How are you going to take a
They're always healthy looking.
like?
Always-
Do they do it?
Yeah, because they feed the dog before they feed themselves.
Do they do it like with a gun or something? How are they?
Okay,
they
no,
steal
well
them?
they'll like call animal control. It's all kinds of
Yeah,
stuff like
they
that.
just reported somebody panhandling with a dog at a certain intersection.
See, I know I watched this when I was a kid because this is like burned into my brain. This one scene, this one effect, this ooze.
Well, and plus this has been duplicated so many times.
So many times. Creep
been-
Show.
It's been
The-
parodied. Yeah, it's
That
been,
Creep Show segment with the grass.
I would take whatever's on the end of that stick and throw it into the red hot coals that are there.
See,
Burn it.
dude, if this hobo was a black guy, this movie wouldn't even have started. He'd be like, nope,
Look, they cut.
not doing it.
They cut quick
Did
to
the
the
Jell-O.
sucking the Jello up.
So is this meant to be remade as like a campy thing?
It's.
And then to the movie.
I wouldn't call it campy.
What movie?
It's campy considering that yes, it's a movie called The Blob.
This guy in a hockey mask, he chops up a few teenagers.
But
talking about
uh,
Friday the 13th.
but this movie there is a healthy bit of camp in it because they're like, okay, yeah, our monster is a gelatinous
Right.
blob,
Absolutely not.
and we're remaking something that came out in 1958 or
It was
something.
like 59, I think.
Yeah. Which of course was a classic, and like we discussed,
Which
it
I
was
love
Steve
that movie
McQueen's-
because it's Steve McQueen's first
They
like,
actually
leading role.
the very
you
famous.
know?
Remember the famous movie theater scene in the original?
Yeah.
Where all it shows up in the movie theater and they're all
it's
running out.
And they're running out,
It's
and the
coming-
blob's coming across
That
the
theater,
screen.
that theater still stands to this day.
Really?
And every year they do Blob Fest
What?
at that theater, where they have people outside. They watch the movie, they interact. They even let them all run outside. They have a Steve McQueen lookalike contest.
That's badass.
It's
Let's-
really
You know,
cool.
there's
Where is it?
there's-
Let's go.
There's a
Yeah.
story. There's a story that I've heard rumors of a couple of times, in that Steve McQueen was he was down here a lot in Southeast Texas.
Really?
And he visited the
He
whorehouse.
was in
What for?
Galveston and stuff.
Galveston, sure,
Yeah.
but also Port Arthur a lot more like than Beaumont. He liked the
He just liked it?
He was like the madams, and he was friendly with everybody. He spent a lot of time down here.
Steve
Apparently,
McQueen, dude.
He's a good-looking
in
man.
the
God,
50s.
he's so badass, dude.
Look at that mom. What, she was in something. She looks like the mom in some other kind of 80s.
She looks like every mom from every 80s
Yeah,
sitcom.
it's like the mom from Gremlins or
She's gonna
something.
die.
But you're not going anywhere without your
Nah, she's a lot older than
Anytime
that.
they do these young adult horror movies, they always kill the mom, at least one mom off.
You're wearing your jacket.
Or the asshole dad that's the overbearing father figure. Or
Bye-bye.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy yourself.
You know, Steve McQueen had a hilarious role in Attack of the Killer
Won't you
Tomatoes.
sit down? Oh,
He was on a motorcycle and wore a helmet and didn't even show his face.
Huh.
And he was running from the tomato. It was like 2 seconds, and it was like
in my family so
who,
far.
he did it kind of as a favor to somebody just to have his name attached to it, and didn't even show his face.
Wow.
It was like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes with Steve McQueen.
No, that's what it's in his younger years. He worked at a local brothel in Port Arthur as an errand boy.
Get the fuck. Is he from here? No way.
wow. Look. Bum, bum, bum. There's the dad. The dad
Oh,
is the guy
shit.
that the guy bought the condoms from. He says ribbed. It's like, you plan on using those condoms on my daughter, motherfucker?
Honestly, that might be like the best thing to happen, because then like you know their intentions.
Yeah.
I'd be like, all right, cool. So you know who I am. I know who you are. I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah.
I know what your intentions are.
Better fucking use those condoms or I'll fucking...
So what, does Kevin Dillon's character like live in the woods? Oh, he went back to get his bike. It was broken.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
got a broken home.
He
That's
went.
right.
He went to go get the parts to
Yeah,
come
that's
back
right.
and fix his bike.
It's almost a Stranger Things kind of has a rip on this in a way, huh?
Probably.
You got the good, nice kids,
In
and you have the
season,
bad
season
kid, and they come
2,
together.
the mean older kid that shows up in season 2
Billy?
with
Yeah.
the long hair. He's even got
I think
the
his name's Billy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Stranger Things is like the Quentin. They did the Quentin Tarantino thing and just shoved all the tropes together.
yeah. Look at that.
Oh, he just like, God dang.
You see that? He's trying to chop his own arm
Yeah.
off.
Don't stop
But when
him,
he
bro.
did it,
Don't touch
the,
him.
The blob thing covered up the wound. Like it won't let him cut off his arm.
Yeah. I think if somebody ran up on me and they were trying to chop off their arm, I would let them. I'm not getting involved in that business,
Yeah.
dude. And I'm not chasing after
I'm
you to the
sure
woods.
as fuck not about to chase him into the dark woods.
I mean, I'll call the cops and the
I'll go
ambulance
get
for
help,
you,
bro.
But I'm not going after
Yeah, I would have
you.
yelled at him and be like, dude, I got my bike working. I'll go get help.
Yeah.
Keep working on that arm, bro.
Well, Mama,
Maybe
then.
put a tourniquet on before you
yeah.
chop it off.
You might want to try and cauterize that. Maybe burn it. That thing will jump
Put
off
your
of you, maybe.
Belt across it.
Get your dog to gnaw it off.
Watch out!
I'm really digging the lead girl. I don't know why.
Jesus Christ. What'd you do to him? Here, I'm not the one who bounced him off my car.
Yeah,
pal.
right. You ran him in the middle of the road.
Maybe I got a thing for 80s hair or something. I don't know.
Hey, watch out. He's got some kind of corrosive shit.
God, that hair's pretty bad. It looks like extensions.
I kind of like her hair.
Take it easy, mister.
I'm usually not a big fan of 80s hair, but I like that hers isn't like super poofed out.
Oh, okay.
It's almost the 90s, so it's got that like sweat
Yeah,
back.
it's changing. Yeah.
I put on A League of Their Own today when I was at work, just to play in the background
Great
because
fucking movie.
the last member of God dang it, I just watched it. I can't.
What for?
What's the name of the team? It's like it's a fruit or what? The Peaches or something.
Oh, the Rockford Peaches.
Yeah, the Rockford Peaches. Anyway, the last actual member of that team just died today. So I learned
of
that,
the
but-
real team?
yeah, the
Oh,
real team.
man.
She was like 102 or something.
That's sad. They still got together every year and played
Was
the
it
game.
coronavirus?
Nah, I don't know. Just being
Oh, look at this.
102.
So that girl, she ended up in several of the Saw movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Show me a picture of that.
So she's got she's on the date with the Letterman
right,
jock.
with a jock.
And now look at he puts his arm around her. Hey, I don't like you.
Dude, and the
We
jock's
wear
such-
different kind of
The
jackets.
jock's such a bitch too. Look at him. He's just like,
He's like, man, I was gonna get laid. He's like, I bought condoms
bro, I got that touchdown, dude.
and I got the touchdown pass.
You seen me get
I
it.
should be getting laid tonight. And this is great. This hospital, this whole part. Yeah,
Now,
this
how
is.
may I help you?
We've had a car accident. This guy needs to see a doctor.
Is he still got the? Oh yeah, he still has. He still has the blob on.
Yeah, she says he's got something on his hand, but he's got the coat wrapped around it, like they can't.
I don't know. Medical insurance of any kind?
He's a hobo, dude.
Yeah.
We don't even know who the guy is.
Hey, y'all did your part. Leave.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got to dude to the hospital, which is a lot more than other people would have
Put this
done.
gentleman in room 3, please.
Look, okay, he's got a room. Go.
I mean, also, like, come on. What do you? How busy is this hospital in this town this off season?
Yeah.
Just take care of the dude.
Like,
It's criminal how our homeless are treated in this country.
Keep talking about the homeless. We gotta get on a different tangent here.
It really is. It's criminal. Look at him. That dude's got to be a war vet.
Probably
man.
a veteran. Yeah.
That guy's a World War II war vet too.
It's 88. He's Vietnam vet, probably.
No, he's way too old.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he does look
People
cool.
don't give a shit.
That's why he's out in the woods.
Korean
If
War.
you
I
need
don't know.
me, you know where to find me.
If you need me, you know where to find me. No, we don't know where to find you. The woods again, I guess?
Wilson's Leather Goods.
Yeah. I guess scoping out leather jackets somewhere.
Back
Getting your hair teased. I
Back
don't
of that,
fucking
back
know
of that
where.
broken bridge, trying to conquer it.
So look, so they're still there, Zach, filling out the paperwork for the bum. Like they've decided to take this guy on, apparently, instead of going about their fucking night.
And they're good kids.
That guy wants to fuck.
Hey,
he doesn't want to be there.
He's a good. He's a teenager. Every teenager wants to fuck. You know?
They're good kids, you know?
He's like, I'm gonna fucking get you a soda pop. You want a pop, girl?
I mean, this is before, like, homelessness was, like, rampant. This is the town. Like, that's old Timmy.
Look,
yeah.
look.
Oh shoot.
That's like that shot in the Thing where the camera pans back and the burnt stuff under the blanket is moving.
I've noticed that the
okay, so if y'all are watching, you saw that the boyfriend saw the blanket moving and he's going past everything, really creeped out going into the room. Why would that creep him out so bad? That the blanket was moving?
because it was unnatural. It was bigger than the person should have been.
Oh, it looked the old man could just been moving his arms underneath the blanket just trying to get comfortable.
He's got a sixth sense about it. Oh,
That's
that's a bad goiter.
yeah, this is where we get to this fucking awesome practical effects.
That's a really bad goiter.
There's a man dying in here. Hurry!
That guy's been in stuff too before.
Excuse me a moment.
That doctor. Yeah, he gets some really fucking awesome shit.
It's like the
coming
guy
out.
from Dragnet or something.
Is this the hand injury?
Watch this sec. So we're gonna finally got the doctor to take it seriously.
Kind of looks like Mike Getz.
It does look like.
It dissolved him.
Nothing on his hand.
Don't look if.
You're not gonna make it through this movie.
Everybody in the audience, Zach he's about to throw up.
Zach is not gonna make it through this movie.
So you can handle the acidic lake and he's getting a throw. He's getting the
you might
trash
want to
can.
get that trash can ready. Our listeners.
It hasn't happened yet.
You
but
can handle Dante's Peak, but not that.
That wasn't. No, that's not nearly as bad.
Just wait. Okay, so the girlfriend has noticed something's not right. Look.
Whoa!
Whoa!
See, it's getting.
That's kind of a cool. They took a video of something
Yeah,
and put it over the back.
reverse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That actually is a really cool effect.
Something a lot
Cool
smaller.
effect.
Been killed down here. Said killed? Yes, sir.
And it's kind of acidic too.
It's very acidic. Yeah.
It dissolves
With
them
Meg
very
Kenny.
quickly.
And Brian Flagg was here earlier.
You think that last name is a reference to the Stand?
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Randall Flagg.
Because they spelled it with 2 G's?
Yeah, I thought the same thing. Yeah.
Is he
Look
already
at that.
dead?
On the table behind her, there's a giant ashtray in that hospital. 88, you can still smoke in hospitals. Watch, Zach.
Cool.
Who is that?
That's Paul.
That's the jock, man.
That's the jock dude.
Oh, that's the jock already?
Yeah, already.
That's the horror movie trope. He was
Yeah.
trying to fuck, so he dies.
Look at that shit.
Oh, let go, girl, let go.
Oh, she's about to let go. Look at that! Fucking how awesome that is. That's on par with the Thing right there.
It's close.
I mean, that's pretty fucking good practical
That
effects.
hand was
Good,
even really
different though.
It's different.
But it's that same effect as like at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
And that whole melting.
Yeah, that stuff underneath them. And then,
Can we take her home now?
Yeah, you may as well.
So yeah, the Brian Flagg is named after Randall Flagg.
huh. which is funny because Frank Darabont did 3 different Stephen King. He did Shawshank, Green Mile, and The Mist. He's a huge Stephen King fan, so he obviously put that in here as a little reference. That guy was in RoboCop.
Oh yeah, that was the punk.
That was the guy that melted really bad.
That was the punk. Yeah,
yeah, that was the guy that got
the gas station punk.
They got the toxic waste on him at the end, which was another great practical effect.
Why are they not making a bigger deal of this? This is what's so strange in these movies. It's like, okay, once you have somebody that's shaken up because their date just dissolved with something that is unknown to science.
What they leave behind, though? Do they leave a blob behind?
The blob itself took off.
So there's nothing there.
But they still have like that half-dissolved homeless dude on
and
the
they
table.
got the hand.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like once... I'd call the university.
But say they start going, oh, well, they said that Randall Flagg kid was there. He must have something to do with this. He's always been no good. You think that dude, what...
Yeah, what? You think he has access to a fluoroantimonic acid, which is the most corrosive thing known to man?
So
no evidence.
Darabont co-wrote this with Chuck Russell, but they also co-wrote Dream
5.
Warriors.
Nightmare 3.
3,
that's right. Yeah. Yeah, we brought that up on that podcast, which is a good episode. I suggest people go back and listen to.
Hey, get ready to record something on the fly.
So,
Probably a promotion.
You want me to cue you?
Give it away 3 times.
All I have to say about that, Dream Warriors, you say?
Young lady, I think that you're about ready for another one of my famous cherry coolers.
this dude is getting his date rape on right now.
I just have to say, it is all connected.
One more time. 3, 2, 1.
It is all connected.
Look at this date rape trunk this guy's
Jesus
got
Christ,
set up.
bro.
This dude...
That's like that guy with the fridge. He's like, wait, I got the Fantas, man. I got the...
I think we...
It is all connected. Oh, that's good. I like that.
I think we get some boobs here.
About fucking time.
Look,
It's been how many times we haven't gotten any
He's
boobs?
mixing like red wine with Everclear or some shit, like trying to get this girl like blackout drunk. Look, here we go.
I hope you get fucked up, bro. That's
so exactly. This dude better die a horrible death. You got
Jesus.
Casanova, man.
Yeah, man.
If you don't mix it, they'll see the particulate from the
Yeah,
drugs.
that's right. He's mixing up
the roofies in it.
Look at that shit.
Whoa.
Wait, does he murder these people and take
he
their
just
jewelry?
steals everything.
He has a
from
box of like all these rings and
all
shit.
their class rings.
He date rapes these girls and then steals their class rings.
Oh, I think he gives them a fake ring as like, this is my token of my
You're
love.
my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They go, oh my god.
That's right.
Oh, maybe so.
Okay, here we go.
I mean, you don't have to drug her. You already got her out in the middle of nowhere in your car.
Look, you can already tell that the girl is.
He's got
that's
a rape point.
Bad wig on. Look at that wig on her. He's like, oh, you're already there.
Yep.
What's the point of that? Like, who enjoys this?
Yeah, right.
Vicky?
See, he's like talking to her to like make sure. Okay, cool. She's asleep.
Oh no! See, he does steal them.
Yeah,
Look,
he steals the
He's
rings.
like eyeing her ring. He's like,
Look at the face on the girl. You could tell that's fucking rubber.
It's a nice blouse.
I mean, it looks pretty good though.
You can tell that's a wig on a rubber.
The face looks better than the wig.
Nice material.
It's like a fuck doll.
Must be hot though, huh?
That's pretty good.
Wait,
for
what are you saying, Tim?
He's trying to say that an effect is about to happen.
Oh no!
It's better, huh?
Oh god, no!
That guy looks like Justin Long if he was a douchebag.
Yeah, no, it definitely
It looks like Guido. Justin.
He's a
Long.
Guido.
Yeah.
He is Jersey Shore Justin Long.
No, Tim, you said that the kills just ratchet up. And oh, come on!
I did say
is this going to be blobby blobby boobies?
I think it's going to be a blobby stuck boob.
Blobby boobies. Well, the blob should be pretty big at this point. It swallowed a whole person.
It's got about two. Watch. Come on, we're all together. You're safe.
Oh, Jesus. This is so much different from the original Blob.
Yeah.
Oh.
This has tendrils.
It sucked her insides out, basically, out the back. And then
hid in it.
Yeah.
The original Blob was just an unending mass that like rolled over and got bigger and bigger.
I gotta get a beer. Anybody need a beer?
I'm good.
I'll totally be back. But that is different. This is like... It's like they
the bigger
solved the
it gets,
original,
the more-
the more complex, and it really did take kind of some cues from the thing.
Yeah. I
don't know how
it was. Well, it
I
was
don't know
even,
how I feel about it yet.
It was even small enough to sit there and lay in wait too.
Yeah.
It could have taken him as soon as he got in the cart, but it kind of sat there and waited. So I feel like
I don't know how I feel about it.
I don't know. I don't know what its absorption is. Like if the more humans it ingests, does it get smarter? Because the thing, and we said before we were discussed like, and our listeners can get in on this in the comments later when they listen
Probably
to
have
this.
a poll, yeah.
The Thing versus the Blob, what would win? And these things that can just take over what they come in
The
contact
assimilation
with.
monsters.
Yeah, the assimilation. But the Blob just dissolves them down and gets bigger.
Mm-hmm.
The Thing can actually access your memories and your thoughts and can pretend it can hide inside a perfect human host and continue to
I'm sure that the police will have this.
Like play the part.
act like you. I mean, it can hide in plain sight. So
Yeah.
the Thing kind of absorbs your intelligence a little bit. And I would think that in the movie The Thing, that was the first time it had really encountered intelligent life.
Yeah.
So it was able to hide in plain sight longer. The Blob can't. The Thing has that one advantage of it can look like and be multiple things. There can be different things apart. The Blob seems to.
It can be more entities at once. Yeah,
the Blob has to all be together.
Right.
I don't know if it can split off. I don't think it can.
Do you want to get in that right now?
Well, we will
this
later.
Is probably a good,
I'm just touching that on that
while
idea.
it's ramped up, we might not have
that
time.
Everything it absorbs, it obviously gets bigger and bigger and bigger. But the question is, does it get smarter depending on what it absorbs, or is it still just I'm a blob? My it's one thought: absorb, and continue to absorb until there's nothing else left.
Well, that's
to
not
absorb.
my question. Is which one would win?
Yeah, but I'm just thinking.
Planet off.
If
what are they giving her pills?
Yeah, they're trying to make her go to sleep. She's like, no, I know that Kevin Dillon didn't do it. I still don't know the character's name.
We'll just call him. What's a bad boy name?
Call him Johnny Motorcycle.
Call him Johnny Drum.
It's Brian Flagg, okay?
Oh yeah,
no, that's right. That's right. We've discussed it.
How do they get?
That's cool. You see the ring inside the
do
blob.
that?
Well, how did the blob get all the way from the hospital and go all the way back out to the woods to get them?
That's a miniature.
That's probably a matte painting of the city. Yeah,
that was illuminated
with the miniature in the foreground.
Yeah. Stupid to know how much trouble he's in.
So apparently he did have hair extensions. That's why everybody's hair looks so bad.
Even the sheriff looks like he's got like
Brian
a
Flagg?
bad toupee on.
Like the one guy that needed it, the deputy.
He probably had something in
Nothing.
because he looks exactly like he did in RoboCop, which was the same year
with a mustache and
or
hair.
RoboCop was 87.
That was RoboCop was the year I was born. So
so he did RoboCop a year before this movie.
Paul McCrane,
and he was probably like, "No, I ain't shaving this mustache. You seen this thing?" Oh, he licked him.
Oh, what did you just say? Did you see the earrings? He was probably like, "You're gay" or something.
Oh yeah, I think he made a homophobic.
Is this movie commentary on the AIDS virus?
Well, The Thing was commentary on AIDS virus. People next to you would have it, and you wouldn't even be able to tell who had it or not.
No, far-fetched.
Carpenter said it himself that's what he was doing.
He could call his dad if anyone knew who he was.
Hey, call a shrink. I'm a broken
Guess the
man.
Blob. Well, you got to think the Blob came out in the 50s. So what would that have been? That would have been like
the original
Marxism,
thing. The
communism.
original thing was in the 50s too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. No, the
Yeah,
original, the Thing. So what would that have stood for back
It was
then?
McCarthyism.
Like, McCarthyism. Yeah,
collectivism. It's
the Red Scare.
Yeah, it's collectivism.
Yeah, socialism. Everything.
Yeah,
being,
people losing people losing their individuality,
losing their identity. Yep.
To the collective.
Punk, but he's no killer. I think it's a
Are you gonna leave us, Tim? Oh,
I'll be right back.
I'm scared.
I think we got a minute some exposition.
I think I might explain my position
Creeping horrors of communism.
on who's going to win. All right. While Tim's gone, I'm going to explain my position really quick. All right. So I'm going to science this bitch up. If both of these entities were dropped on a planet right now at the same time, say the Thing and the Blob, dropped in from space, the Blob would totally win because the Thing is an assimilation and it appears to work either through some sort of cellular means or virus means, right? Because what it does is replicates DNA and it takes over your cells. So it is bound by like organic biology, and also you can burn it. They establish in the thing that you can burn it and kill it, right? So it is made of the same stuff that we're made of, and it can make itself into organic constructs.
It's a carbon-based life form.
Carbon-based life form. It's just really good at it. The blob, though, on the other hand, is absolutely acidic, and it seems to be like an outside stomach where it wraps something up and turns things into like a primordial goo and absorbs them. It's not an assimilator, it's an absorber. So something that is made of similar structure to us, like being a carbon-based like cell, even if the thing, how it worked, was a virus and took over the DNA and assimilated that, there's no way that the thing could, because it would just be absorbed like any human into the blob.
Well, that's the thing. That's the big defining thing. If the blob is acidic and breaks it down, then there's no way for it to assimilate it. I would think.
And also the blob being that acidic, which it showed it. The only thing that is as acidic as what the blob is shown is like a fluoroantimonic acid. So there's no organic life form that's cellular that would be able to withstand that at all. So it would like, no matter how fast the thing could replicate cells or take them over, you couldn't do that faster than the blob is tearing down the cell structures of the thing. The thing would just roll over it, and it would just be goop.
Well, because you saw every time the thing started getting damaged, it would just freak out.
It would freak out, yeah. I mean, its big superpower is like hiding in plain sight, and it wouldn't do that if it was invincible, right? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not an invincible creature, and it can get caught on fire. That's why they're using fire. If it's susceptible to fire, then it's definitely susceptible to acid. And that's Aaron's Science Minute.
You know, I'm something
and
of a scientist
I'm the authority
myself.
on that, and what I say goes.
I think you agree with it.
You agree with that? All right,
well,
cool.
It makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, scientifically speaking, it totally makes all the sense.
Do you mind if I ask you a personal question?
Don't even try to argue with me, Tim.
I agree.
All right, thank you. So you heard it here, folks. You heard it here. We settled the age-old debate. Now, if you want to fight with me in the comments about another debate, we'll talk about whether a silverback gorilla can defeat a grizzly bear. Because you're wrong.
But you're just like everybody else in this
That's
town.
pretty easy.
Full of shit, flag.
Hey, wait a second.
Okay. Whatever your stance is, you're wrong.
You know.
All right? I'm sorry, okay?
So they're at the diner.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out what the hell to do.
Look at it. Bad boy's got a soft side.
Oh, he wants to get laid, too.
He's empathetic.
They kind of imply that they might have had a thing years ago before he went bad.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Johnny, when we were in
Go ahead, and make you feel better.
6th grade, you were so sweet.
You're such a good kid before your dad went off to go get that pack of cigarettes and never came back.
I've never heard you say the word shit before. What was that like for you?
Is the lady there, Mary Sue or whatever? 'Cause she let him in, right? The lady that runs the diner.
I was too busy sciencing the shit out
Or
of
did they just
that debate.
Did they just go in there?
Negative. No, I'd rather have you patrolling the streets. We'll start all that at first.
Honestly, really, like, if someone who
Keep
has
the coffee coming.
if someone who has such a high caliber character as her, she's probably like
It's gonna be even longer.
what? She's probably like the valedictorian. She's never even said shit.
Yeah.
If someone like that tells you they saw a blob, why wouldn't you call the state police? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
why would you not just like go way up and be like, "Hey, we have something here. We don't know what it is." Maybe send over somebody from the university.
This
Look,
is
well,
the 80s, man.
Well, hold on.
They didn't have all those-
We're missing some
They
plot
didn't have
points.
Google.
Yes, I'm worried about everybody tonight.
I guess I'm worried about everybody tonight. But
I'm gonna go check up on that waitress.
yeah, he looked. He's like, yeah. She said I get off at 11, so he's like, I'm gonna go by that diner.
On the house. Last 2 pieces.
Also, how did he get out of the police station? I guess they just let him go.
Yeah,
'Cause they don't
They
have-
didn't
yeah,
have
they
anything to
don't have
hold him on.
anything,
So she's like, this meal's free because I was gonna put it in the trash. Look at how clean this kitchen is. So the sheriff is on his way here
Those are
too
the
right
best
now.
kitchens.
Why this is happening? The sheriff just left the police station. Is coming down there because he wants to meet up with her. And he wants to get
Oh
fucked too.
shit! I remember this.
The sheriff wants to get fucked too.
Oh shit! I remember this.
Every male character in this movie is trying to get laid. Even if you haven't seen the trailer or haven't, this
already
is
know
not.
it's
You know this is not going to end well for anybody.
Why are there so many Guidos in California?
I know. Squeal. Hey. He's even got the chain on. Hey, I'll get this. Forget about it.
Forget about it, Miss Nancy. I'm gonna get it.
We use the
for
same
you.
plunger we use on the toilets.
Thank God for that plot armor, though, right?
Yeah, because you're like, she leaves the room because she's not gonna get it.
But I'll get it, girl. It's
She ain't
fine.
gonna. I'll die.
You don't need to mess your hands up taking care of that mess.
It's like we're only 30 minutes into the movie. You can't die yet, lady.
Is that a rubber that just came up?
That's what it looked like.
Well, apparently that was a big thing about this movie that they tried to do is kill off characters
Bro,
you think
don't
are
do
going to
it.
be important.
I always hate scenes like this where people stick their hands
It's
down.
always
the garbage disposal.
yeah. It's always the
and it comes on magically or something and chops their hand off.
Every time I turn mine on, I look at it and just
yeah.
cringe.
Look at that.
Oh,
Look at that.
Hey, that's way better than the It.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
cool.
Than the It, like,
that was
stop
cool.
motion.
That was stop motion, yeah.
That was pretty
That
cool.
was way better.
Watch though, they ain't done yet.
Oh shit!
How did the shoe come off? Why did one shoe come off?
Look at that fucking shit, man. That's awesome. They're still standing there.
That was. I feel like that was computer.
No,
When the blood came out of the pipe right there, it looked.
it was. That's probably rotoscope. That's a combination.
That was upside down.
Yeah,
That's a lot of different things.
A lot of combination, of a lot of different things, especially that.
Yeah.
That's probably a combination of stop motion.
It's like double exposure.
Yeah, they speed up the camera, and yeah. Now here's where this is a scene right out of the original. That's a scene directly from the original where Steve McQueen hides in the. And they're like, "Oh, it doesn't like the cold.
cooler.
It didn't want to come in the deep freezer, which is like a wooden door. Apparently, you see the door.
Yeah,
the
it's
door
like
to their
wooden.
the door to their walk-in deep freeze.
What's a good?
Okay, watch
thermal
this.
insulator?
Watch, Zach. Watch. We gotta watch. Payphone. This bitch jumped straight the fuck out the window. She didn't stick around. She's like, "Fuck this.
Shit, women are really strong in those situations.
I'm leaving." She's like, "I'm calling my cop."
I mean,
friend."
don't ever look at a middle-aged waitress and think she hasn't seen a thing or two. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Karens can lift cars off kids. So
So they're like, "How long do we wait in here?"
let's take off our shirts
Here,
and
you can
and
have my
hug.
leather jacket that will do jack shit to keep you warm in this deep freezer.
We gotta put our bodies together for warmth.
He's still trying to get it
I'm gonna
in.
get us out of here.
I mean, wouldn't you? You know, in a situation like that, like you might die.
What do they say in
right?
Speed?
They say relationships
Yeah.
that are.
Okay, watch this.
Oh, get out, girl!
Somebody better show up and save her.
That shit looks like an octopus.
Your call cannot be completed.
Looks like raw chicken.
Watch this. So she was trying to, call the sheriff dude who was on his way there. Remember?
It ain't no cell phone.
555. So she's.
Sheriff station.
Help me! Get me Herb! Get Herb Geller!
He went down to the diner.
He went down to the diner. There's old Herb.
Snap!
Oh no
His
way!
eyes were still moving.
Look at that.
Oh,
It was like he was still alive.
Yeah, it
so
was.
he got an off-screen death then.
Yeah. Well, we kind of saw it.
Yeah, he was still alive. So, damn!
Oh,
that
did
was
you just see like a
violent.
jawbone with teeth on
the
it?
jawbone.
Oh,
Yep.
god damn, Tim!
I told you, man. And like you were saying, this movie takes characters that you're like, oh, they're going to be a couple. Nope. The sheriff, and that lady just died horrible deaths.
You're done.
Oh, no wonder this movie flopped and then became a cult.
Yeah,
classic.
later on, because people were like, oh, I saw the Steve McQueen one in the 50s. That'll be
Yeah.
a fun romp. And then they were like,
Jesus.
fucking hell, dude. People's faces are melting off.
This probably got released alongside stuff that was a heavy hitter.
If they hadn't walked out by this point, this is when most of the people walked.
This is probably a movie I think people, walked out on that did not expect what they were walking into. People, like parents that were like, yeah.
Well, I hate communism still.
But they're like, they're like, I hate horror movies, but I saw the original Blob. I think I can handle the remake. And then they were like,
Killed
fuck.
the strawberry jam.
Strawberry Jane.
Well, we already brought up the links between RoboCop and everything, but that was the year before, and they blasted him away, and people stay for that, but they walked out of that because they didn't expect. I think the '80s was just big on like giving you a different movie than you thought you were going to get.
Mm-hmm.
People were like, this is going to be a fun robot movie.
Well, I mean, we only like in the last 10 years, we at the beginning of the last 10 years ago, we hit that peak of like they gave away too much in the trailers.
Oh yeah.
You know, like we're just now getting to figuring out how to do trailers without giving everything away. It seems like.
And the '80s was my favorite decade for horror. I mean,
I would agree with that. Probably, yeah, I think I would agree with that.
I mean, it was a renaissance of horror films.
Oh yeah.
Well, the '80s.
So
he's got a ball.
Oh, look at that.
Priest is just getting drunk. But this is kind of like the Mist sentimentality where he kind of goes, "I'm a holy man. It didn't try to kill me."
Oh, yeah, that's right.
They get those crazy ideas in their head, like Mrs. Carmody in The Mist. She's like, well, I pray every day, and it just walked right by me. It didn't kill me.
It shouldn't want you. It could probably tell you taste bad.
Mm-hmm.
Your heart's too cold.
Hurt?
Is that the... Oh, yeah, that's the diner, huh?
Yeah. He's showing up after all that shit just happened.
So the Blob's just getting around through the sewer system now. It's like coming up drains and...
Yeah, it found a way to move quickly around the town and, come up through drains, eat, and then go right back down.
They really missed like a big product placement opportunity with Drano.
It just shows one scene where like a guy's just dumping it down the drains. And they're like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "You never know till you try." Like, come on, you idiot! So he finds a little bit of the blob crystallized in the ice.
He's like, it looks like some teenagers were fornicating in here.
Now, why he would
That's my takeaway.
Why he would think to pick this up and put it in a jar is beyond me.
He wants money for the church. He thinks, someone left this rare amethyst here, and I think I'm gonna.
Somebody might be looking for this later.
The prophecy.
I'm gonna put it in the alms.
This lady, man, she's a trooper. She's still there manning the phones at the police station.
Well, and throughout history, monks and priests, because they dedicated their lives to God and lived in the house, and it was covered by God. A lot of them, did a lot of science experiments and studied things. That's how we got the what's that plot with the recessive and the Mendel? The Punnett squares.
Punnett squares.
Yeah, that was from a guy that was at an abbey, a monk at an abbey.
The more you know. Thanks, Zach.
What's our runtime right now?
A little over half.
Man. Yeah, see, it moves at a pretty quick pace.
I kind of wish it was longer, honestly.
So now they're back in the woods again because they're trying to figure out where all the fucking cops are.
In the woods.
What house did the special effects
The
in this
way
movie?
he smokes his cigarette.
Oh, overhanded?
Yeah,
like a
it's
bad
like,
boy?
I'm a
Special
bad
effects
boy.
were handled by Tony Gardner.
Who the hell is Tony
Gardner, he handled,
He should have
let's
been
see,
more
Zombieland. He did Bad Grandpa with Jackass.
makeup effects.
He's done more than that.
Around this time, he had to have
I was
been-
expecting you to say like
his first
Stan
professional
Winston
job.
or,
His first professional job was working for Rick Baker on Thriller.
There you go.
I was expecting Rick Baker.
And then this was his first major film project for special effects.
Wait, not
kinda like,
goddamn part.
Him and Rob Bottin were very young.
I will tell you, out of everything I noticed, there is one area this movie's severely lacking in, and it's the score.
I was just about to say the damn
The
same
score
damn
is
thing.
it's
almost non-existent.
It's like a made-for-TV movie though.
Yeah.
Check this out.
It's hardly there, and when it is there, it's very just kind of like
It's so like archaic that I think the first Friday the 13th had a better score.
Check, he did 127 Hours, the one where
where James
But
Franco
check
does
this
that.
out. He was investigated by the Arizona State Police and Missing Persons Bureau for the makeup effects work designed and created for the feature film Three Kings, involving a bullet traveling through a soldier's body. They watched it and they believed that there's no way he could have done it without firing it through a human cadaver with a high-speed camera.
Mark Wahlberg Ice Cube?
Yeah. So they thought that the effects were they used a real body, and they started investigating to make sure.
Because they do.
They thought he took like a homeless person.
They do an X-ray shot, and it shows pus pop out, and like how
it's really good.
So like the cops in Arizona, and apparently he's been investigated by FBI several times.
That's just a testament to how fucking good he is.
I mean,
they're like, well, it's easy to get a hold of a cadaver, really, and you could do
or you could fucking hang a pig upside down and shoot a pig.
Well, okay, look, he did Darkman after this, then he did Addams Family, Army of Darkness.
So Sam Raimi picked him up.
Yeah,
right.
That makes sense.
All right, so how'd these scientists get a hold of this? How'd they get the word? Oh, they were tracking the comet.
They were
tracking the comet.
Tracking the comet. They knew about this thing
I don't understand.
before it even landed.
They had sophisticated instruments. They knew that there was organic life forms in the comet,
and they immediately see potential.
I'm having quarantine PTSDs with these sanitation suits.
Yeah, kind of reminds you of Outbreak a little bit.
A little bit.
And you think this meteor brought some kind of a killer germ?
Ain't no germ, bro.
You wish it was a germ.
What would you take? Worldwide pandemic or the Blob?
I'll take the pandemic.
I think I'd take the Blob. At least the Blob's going to be in one part of the world. We could all migrate around the Blob's movements.
If we figured out how to handle the Blob. Oh, so this is the typical 2 random people just to add to the body count.
Maybe this guy's a peeping Tom or something.
Is that the hobo again?
No, we haven't met any of these characters.
Get you crazy. If some guy was...
This is definitely just something where they said...
on a bridge in the fog cutting...
Where they... Oh, no, this is the movie.
It's a wired...
Oh, it's a drive-in.
It was a wired hedge trimmer. Like.
It was movie within a movie.
That's right. The kids were talking about it. Was like the Friday the 13th.
This is the movie they were going to go see. I'm not sure why this kid has headphones on in the movie.
Oh, but the girl gets away.
I mean, a lot of theaters have jacks and things like that for deaf people.
Yeah, that's true. Or it's just the 80s and
he's listening to his Walkman.
It's a badass little kid, man.
Shut up. If you get caught in here, Mom's gonna kill me.
Oh, he's like, yeah, fuck you. My brother works here.
Do you guys?
That
do you have a?
That was Guido Justin Long.
Coca-Cola.
Do you have a story about telling anybody to shut the fuck up in the theater? Do you guys have a story
I've
about
got a couple of those. That is yeah. I do not put up with that.
I don't either. Do you have a specific one? What was the last movie you had to be your own usher?
The last one that I can remember, me and Mary went and saw Jordan Peele's Us.
Yeah.
And it was like a weekday, and there was 4 like punk, like teenage, early 20 kids that were like in the same aisle as us, and they kept getting up like one at a time, like every 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was obviously that they were like they were handing off a baggie of Coke and like going to the back. I mean, it was fucking obvious because one would come back. 5 minutes later, another one would get up and walk by, and they were walking past us on the aisle, so they were coked up in the movie theater, so they're being loud and shit and giggling and stuff.
That sounds like a horrible time.
Yeah, I'm not the guy that like goes and gets an usher and says, "Hey, these people are being loud. Like, I'll handle it myself," kind of thing. And we cussed them out, and we were like, "You fucking idiots! Like, we know what you're doing."
Oh yeah. Like that's probably the best way to handle that.
And there was only like 30 minutes of the movie left at that point, and they got quiet for the rest of the movie. But when the movie was over and the lights came on and we were getting up, then they started going, "Man, fuck you! I ain't gonna let people tell me what I'm gonna do." We were like, "Fuck you, you punk little kids!" Like we're like, "Come on, then!" Like I was.
Oh damn!
I was prepared to fight some fucking 17-year-old punk.
Was this before or after the big comfortable seats?
We had the big seats. But they were just on the same row as us, so we were like, "Fuck that, we ain't moving."
Dude, the last time it happened for me, I'll be real quick, but the last time it happened for me,
because we're getting some good shit,
was literally during The Quiet Place. The movie that was
low
quiet.
rent.
Oh Jesus!
Ugh.
Look at that, man! Look how horribly painful the deaths are.
Yeah.
That's what I'm just saying. Like, that's what's insane about this movie is like they're clearly still alive.
Yeah, no.
Like you could hear that guy going, "Whoa," and his eyes were moving around. So like,
Where are we going?
as it's ingesting you. Basically, you don't die immediately, and that's what makes the Blob so fucking scary.
Time with your prisoners.
Not at all. You're my patients.
Because with the thing,
Same thing to me.
like a molecule of it can take you over, and I've always wondered, like, unless it just like beasts out and rips into you, that would fucking suck. And, but what if you ate a piece of its blood in your food, and it got to you that way?
Well, a lot of people don't realize they are it until they're it.
That's the thing. Like, would you even know until you start?
No, you wouldn't.
Until the thing...
Until it wants you to.
It lays dormant inside of you, and then once it has to protect itself, then it...
Well, you would be dead, so it's not you wouldn't know that you're not you.
But would there be some kind of your consciousness still alive in there? That's
Who
what's
knows? I don't know.
Curious. Would you be a prisoner in your own mind, and the thing is just kind of making you move
well,
around?
if it soaks up all your consciousness and everything and the memories...
Eventually you are gone.
I think you're in there. It's just, you're just along for the ride at that point, maybe. You're thrown into, it's almost like hell, you're thrown into a pool with everything else that's in there. And
Yeah, you're like in a coma inside your
I
own
don't think
brain.
so. Consciousness is a
for
byproduct
I think
of your
a
brain.
brief,
If your
I
brain
think
is
a brief
destroyed, your
period,
consciousness
depending
is-
on how the thing
Yeah.
takes you over. I think a brief period you are still alive in there until it just completely takes over every cell of your body. But I think your brain would be the last thing to go.
I think any part of your sanity would just disappear because, if you're just thrown into the mush.
Yeah, you just would shut down.
Or maybe you would, your consciousness would get melded with everything else.
This guy is talking about unmarked trucks that he recognized from the Royal Canadian Mountains, I believe.
Looking out for our best interest.
Oh, like Mounties?
Yeah, so he's like, I've seen this kind of thing before. Like, what?
In Canada?
Yeah, he was just talking about Royal Mounties.
They're people that I care about.
I'm going.
And what?
It must be Northern California. Then.
Where would you ever see some Mounties in
You
California?
go. Take care of yourself.
Northern California. Oh.
She just did the line, the Han Solo. Take care of yourself. That's what you're best at, isn't it? Look, he just watched this. Tuck and roll.
What a badass.
She's like, no, I'm going to stay a prisoner. He's like, man, come on, Flag. You're not really falling for a cheerleader, are you?
I don't know. She's a babe. Yeah. I'd fall for it.
I always the suits
Super
that
babe.
the suits that they're wearing in this movie are the typical quarantine suits, but I never I mean, I know why they do it in movies so that you can see the actor's face. But having
The lights,
the
yeah.
lights inside there is so stupid.
That would really make your visuals.
You wouldn't be able to see.
Horrible. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so you can see their faces.
Yeah, it's just so you can see the actors' faces. In real life,
Plus, from that shot, it makes them look imposing and all.
yeah. Or yeah, if they put it underneath them so it shines up, like you see the shadows under their eyes.
Unless
But
it's UV sanitizer.
But in real life, that light would be on the outside of the helmet, shining outward, not shining right in your fucking eyes.
Or onto the plate glass in front of you.
Yeah, they probably
which
can't
is
see
You're not
shit.
able to see
Yeah, it just
anything,
makes
yeah.
it. Yeah, all you see is.
Sectors. We'll get there shortly.
Right, but you don't understand.
We'll handle it, okay? Now get back in line.
I don't see you handling much of anything, Bub. You want a coffee?
Oh shit! The dad's in Cobra.
The dad's in a shitload of stuff.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he plays one of the other cops.
connected.
That's right. He plays one of the other cops.
He's in like so many movies in the 90s. He's in like 3 movies every year in the 90s.
Okay, here we go. The Blob is still in the movie theater.
It was in the projection room, which is behind them.
Oh god!
Ooh, there we go. Now we get to a really awesome set piece here.
This kid's not gonna die from the Blob. He's gonna die from getting trampled to death. Zach, look up where that Blob Fest is, because I want to be a part of this scene. I think we should all go. It should be a synergy trip. A2Z Movie Night will pay for it. Somebody should buy the pints in the Silsby and do a Blob Fest.
It's a good Oh, here we go, Zach. Why would you like?
Oh god! Bless.
That was a great effect. They really do have a great combination of stop motion.
It's like whenever the toppings fall off the pizza, you know?
Or the cheese slides off. The cheese slides off in the car when you're going home. You open the box and the cheese is all slid off the top of the pizza. That was her face.
That's why they have that table.
Blobfest is...
They might not even still do it. I don't know.
No, early July. Well, it's probably canceled now, but 21st Annual is July 10th through 12th.
Why are you stopping? It's a fucking jacket. Don't worry about it.
Oh, they even made this. They made this comment earlier. He was having trouble zipping it up.
Oh, I was like, what?
She can't unzip his jacket to get him out of it.
I'd be like, I'm sorry, kid.
I don't know. I think I would
It's
be.
in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania.
Huh.
So there's a combination of stop motion, miniature effects with just blob shit that they put in.
There's a lot of like miniature overlays on.
Yeah. It's
they did a pretty good job with that.
It's a really good job
and a lot of foam.
So they're going into the sewer, which is where
a terrible idea.
The blob likes to hang out.
That's his house.
We're like, don't. So she's really fucking strong that she just closed that sewer grate one-handed.
Yeah, those are like
I gotta
80.
pee. I'm
Those are
gonna
like
try to
80
eat
pounds, dude.
Yeah, at least.
Is this a good time or should I wait?
You should wait a little bit longer.
Oh, it's like melting her hair. She'll finally have those curls.
Well, you gotta if you gotta go use the restroom, I'd say go quickly. Because it doesn't really slow down from here on out.
Dude, this guy has so much motorcycle trouble.
I know, he's still out in the fucking woods. Oh, no, he was like, I'm not leaving my bike behind.
That's what you get for having a British bike and not an American bike.
I'm going and getting my bike, and I'm scramming out of town. You want to come with me? But see, then he's like, no, I'm going to fucking be James Bond. I'm going to go spy on these military dudes. Figure out what they're doing out here. No way this will go wrong.
Well, dude, he's probably trying to find the girl. I mean,
no, he ditched the girl in the van. He jumped out and said, "You coming with me?" And she said no, and she closed the door.
Man after my own heart.
He said, "I know, I'm going back to get my bike." But now he's like, "Okay, what the fuck are these dudes still doing out here in the woods?"
Oh shit! Look, it wasn't a comet. It was like it was like a satellite.
We must be through the satellite out of orbit. Correct. Our little experimental virus seems to have grown up.
Yep.
An experimental virus. They did it to themselves.
They created this experimental virus that they were going to use.
Fucking send it into space?
Well, they were going to use it in warfare. It got out of control, so they shot it into space to try and get rid of it. Something happened, and an actual meteor or something hit their little satellite.
Oh, right, hit it out of orbit, yeah.
Knocked it back down to Earth. So when they just got here, they're like, oh shit, our little virus that we shot into outer space has evolved into...
The Blob.
Yeah, the Blob. So they're like, fuck. They figured, and that was a smart move. Like, they were like, whatever they were experimenting on or testing or trying to create, they were like, this is getting out of control, put it in a pod, shoot this fucking thing in outer space because it's getting out of control.
Or maybe they were hoping that the cosmic radiation would fucking make it stronger or some shit.
Yeah, something happened. It landed back on Earth, and now they're trying to find their experiment gone wrong.
Dude, that's honestly.
And this is the scientist, military.
It's like the lead
type. Yeah, the guy that's like, I don't care how many people in this town die. We're getting that thing back alive, and we're taking it back to our fucking place. Blah blah. I don't care. This whole town is expendable as far as he's concerned.
If the Reds get a hold of this,
yeah, we got to contain this before the whole world finds out what's going on here.
That's
Look him up too. Look up the
actor,
the black actor, because he's
the scientist. Yeah,
he's familiar.
It's honestly like one of the scariest things there is, because
Joe Seneca.
You know, there's got to actually be governments that work on things like this, and it's really fucking scary.
Yeah, especially after 9/11, all that talk about chemical warfare and like people secretly experimenting on things, and
like biological warfare is the scariest thing to me. It's more scary than nuclear warfare to me.
Dropping viruses on people.
And now we have...
or germ warfare where we destroy their crops so that we take their food supply
Right.
away, and then it just gets out of control. That's
Here's one other stuff. Nothing.
Nothing of note.
oh, they got a PA system set up out there. That's good. He literally got on a fucking PA microphone.
He's getting away.
That's okay. We got 4-wheelers, sir.
We got the tiniest 4-wheeler in the world.
These things just came out in 1988. This is going to look cool. Wow, that is a pretty small little Ford.
I remember those scenes from James Bond, Moonraker, where the henchmen were on those 3-wheelers, and it cracks me up every time I see it.
Oh, back at the time, it was fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
they were like brand new.
People were like, fucking shit, man. What do they think of next? This dude can't ride a fucking motorcycle. He's dropped this bike like 3 times in this movie.
And those tires have good tread.
Yeah, he's skidded out.
It's
in
a scrambler. It can,
dry gravel.
it can handle the dirt, bro.
Yeah, that's a fucking off-road
Oh, he's going to
bike.
finally make the jump.
Oh, man, he didn't do it earlier. Can he do it this time?
He better.
I sure hope so. I have... That's the...
Nice.
Somehow that fucking chopper couldn't get a shot off on him, though.
Yeah, he can't. Chopper can't keep up with that 250 bike, dude.
Yeah. Or all those guys firing line of sight straight at him with assault rifles.
Well, they had those lights in their eyes. It's probably hard. It's probably hard to shoot with those fucking lights in your eyes.
True.
Can't see shit in these
They're
things.
like, man, can I take this helmet off? I could have gotten him.
It's a contact virus. It's not even airborne, and they're all wearing masks.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it started
Yeah.
off as they don't know, but definitely if you come in contact with the Blob, that suit's not gonna fucking save you. It's not like the Blob's gonna be like, oh shit,
oh
plastic.
no, oh no, cotton.
Yeah, cotton and plastic. Shit, that's a high fiber weave, man. I don't know if I can
I
get
don't
through
think I
that.
can get in there. I mean, I got to that telephone booth easy enough, but this suit, though, I don't.
Look at that stitching.
Kevlar wasn't even invented yet.
Yeah, exactly.
It was like pre-Kevlar.
What do you think they have in their little backpacks? They look cute.
I don't know.
That's their
fold-over
radios.
Oh, yeah.
They have to. Their whole walkie-talkie batteries are in those boxes.
They look like
Because they had antennas coming out of some of them. They just have them just
to
'cause it
save money
looks
on the
cool.
budget. They just took the suits from the ET set.
Yeah, right. Yeah, all of this shit's from
this-
ET.
Yeah, they just went to the Skywalker Ranch. It was like, hey, bro, can I get all that ET
We saw
shit?
that trash out of the street. Can we take?
Can
all
we
that,
have that?
Can
We're
we
trying-
take all that plastic trash y'all left out?
We got a monster we need a budget on. Can you give us all that clear plastic in these suits?
This is a scene straight from Aliens where they're looking at the blueprints. They were looking at the blueprints of the
Of,
air
like,
ducts
yeah,
in
the
Aliens, and they were
corridors,
just looking at
yeah.
the
sewers.
the plumbing.
It's the second time we brought up Stranger Things, but in was that the second season they had to go through the sewers and stuff and
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
kind of similar.
Yeah, because the
the quarantine suits and all that. Yeah, it's a very similar thing.
Just more things that Stranger Things winked at us.
They just took everything from the 80s and put it in a blender and poured it out.
And I'm surprised because
Poured
it
straight down
it
your
is a
throat.
good show, but I'm surprised that a lot of I guess
It's
a
a
lot of
great
people,
show.
a lot of younger people that watch Stranger Things don't get a lot of those references. But I can see how older people will be like, man, fuck that show. It's a straight the fuck up ripoff. Like,
No,
if you ever thought Quentin Tarantino was ripping shit off,
Well,
no, that's not, I'm not saying it is. But I can see how some people could look at
Yeah.
Stranger Things and be like, oh, well, that's the Goonies.
Absolutely,
That's E.T. That's the Thing. I mean, there's multiple
But that's the
references
thing, that's
to
the thing
in there.
is that it's not.
Yeah, but they admit that they
I
rip it
don't
off,
know
though.
what the
That's the thing.
definition
It's
is.
a love letter.
I don't know what the line is, but there is a fine line
a-
between an
Watch.
homage and
Oh yeah, yeah,
Wait,
and a
it's-
ripoff.
Yeah, you gotta show love.
It's a love letter to those things. It's not.
You gotta show love. Oh, look,
Oh, it took the kid. He's gone.
He dead,
Like,
dude.
it got a
Don't
kid.
even go back. He dead. He gone.
Yeah, well, you're gonna dive under the water and fight the Blob.
In that milky water you can't even see.
Yeah. If you get anywhere near it,
She was a lifeguard for 2 summers. Okay.
no,
Girl,
yeah, no,
girl,
fuck
get the
that.
hell out.
Oh
See,
no!
Look at that.
Jeez.
Holy shit!
See, that's another thing about this movie.
Name another movie that fucked a kid up.
Yep. Most horror films will not
They'll shy away from that. Yeah.
Most horror films will not kill anything under 13 years old.
That's what Jason show
Props.
looks like.
They just
at the end of
oh, look at that, man.
Fucking props. Okay.
Yeah, they just melted that 12-year-old kid.
Well, he was a little asshole too. He was the one telling adults to shut
Look
up.
at that thing, man. That's fucking scary. Like
It really is. Yeah.
if she
Looks like a
Looks like
That
a
was-
uvula.
like a turned on Sarlacc, you know?
it's
like
a
a-
prolapsed. It looks like a
giant-
prolapsed.
Looks like a
asshole.
rosebud, yeah.
It's a prolapsed asshole right there. Look at that.
What are y'all gonna do? Shoot it? Come. Literally, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's like the thing in the way that bullets won't fucking hurt it.
He's like, we have orders not to shoot. It wouldn't matter if you shot anyway.
Looks like your suits are working pretty well, though.
Yeah, yeah. I can't fit my boobs through. Fuck that.
Jesus. She should have learned how to do a pull up.
I would have stayed up there on those pipes and fucking died.
Yeah, I would have too.
Wait, did the blob already eat all the scientists?
Yeah, maybe it's full.
No fucking way.
Come on, girl.
Yeah, no fucking way she'd be able to climb up that.
No.
The slime and the algae on that? No way.
She pressed her back up again.
I've played in sewers when I was young.
We all have.
that shit ain't happening. She ain't getting up that shit. And where did he come from? He's in the sewers on his motorcycle.
Oh, the last thing we saw him in, he was by a big drain pipe.
So he
that's right.
he
Yeah,
lifted
yeah.
his bike up into that drain pipe.
I mean, yeah, why not? It's fun.
I mean, yeah, it looks fun, like riding up the sides.
That actually does look like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, that would be pretty fun.
I mean, there are
And it-
sewer systems like this, like we brought up in one of the movies, where it's in Las Vegas, people live in them.
Hang on! I just jumped something. I can do anything now.
Oh, is he going to do a wall ride over it?
Yeah.
This is a very robust sewer system.
Nice. Good thing he didn't fall that time. That would have been a bet.
Again, bro?
Again.
What is this, number 5?
It's like the 5th time he's wrecked out on that bike in this movie.
Just leave it, man.
I mean, at least they don't make him out to be like
Jesus
a complete badass.
Christ.
He's just trying to be a badass.
At least he got over the blob. That was the important part.
I think
She's like,
your bike-
forget the fucking bike,
I
you
think your
idiot.
bike's flooded,
Yeah.
but don't.
Oh, you're still alive, bro.
How do we get out of here? We're trying to scream. Inside. Trying to scream.
That's kind of scary to think
Yeah,
about that.
yeah.
They were trying to scream from inside of it.
Oh shit! What's on your arm, dude?
Yeah, I would ditch that guy. I don't understand also that Kevin Dillon, Flag just said, he just grabbed that guy and said, how do we get out of here? What do
Well,
you
you
mean?
didn't have a plan.
You just came in there.
Well, you can't go back the way you. Yeah. You can't go back that way.
It's like, you're the local, bro. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just hanging out in your motorcycle. And
Yeah, it's like, bro, weren't you the dude that was just driving a motorcycle around in here? You tell me how to get the fuck out of here.
I wouldn't have held that guy at all. I really wouldn't.
Look
have
how
held
magically
that
that dude that's with him all of a sudden has a rocket launcher on his back, though, by the way.
dude. Damn, that's cold blooded. Close the manhole.
He goes, but one of our men are down there.
Yeah, put the manhole cover on it because it can't get out of the manhole cover.
Nobody in the military would follow that order one bit.
Yeah.
Not one person in the military would follow
He goes,
that
but
order.
one of our men are down there. Look, but you were talking about the backpacks.
Yeah.
This is the first guy that actually has a rocket launcher on his backpack.
But there's never been a point where the blob's like hidden on somebody.
No. Well,
This entire time.
Like
he was sitting on the hobo, but
They park a car. Oh,
Yeah.
the one.
the one tire on there.
Yeah.
that would do it.
I mean, yeah, for a human.
Yeah, that would do it.
Yeah, but like all the other manhole covers in town aren't going to stop it. Like,
They're just trying to contain these fucks.
Talk to me, man.
Talk to me, man. Talk to me, man. No, dude, he just...
He's coming for us.
He wants you to die down there.
The score sounds like an episode of Goosebumps.
Yeah, the score's
It
pretty bad.
is the worst thing about this movie. The score is trash.
Yeah, it's pretty throwaway.
It's like they ran out of money before they decided to do it, and they just
I'm
gave
kinda
it to
hoping I
like,
found
It's like
out
they
that-
finished the movie and they were like, "Oh
Yeah.
shit, we didn't do a score."
So they gave it to like
I really
one
hope
guy with
one,
a
one
Casio
of the
keyboard.
guys that did it did Goosebumps. God, please.
It's like
And
one dude
sometimes
with a
we
fucking
say shit like
casket.
that, and it ends up being true. We're pretty crazy.
We got our fingers on the pulse here.
Another connection. That's the rocket launcher that Emilio Estevez uses in
Red Dawn
in Maximum Overdrive.
Oh yeah,
to blow up the goblin stuff. See, now I don't know if that would have worked.
No, it would have.
I think a lot of that fire would have come back down at them.
Came back, yeah. It really, yeah.
They were standing right there. I think it probably could have blown that grate up. It would have probably lifted that truck.
That's just
up.
Newtonian physics, yeah.
But a lot of that flame would have just rushed back on them.
I'm gonna suspend my disbelief, though.
Yeah, I can try.
Oh, one of the guys that did the sound for this, or did the music for this, also did the movie that I guess set Tim's life into what it is now, is Cocktail.
That makes sense because Cocktail hardly had a score. It was all fucking Beach Boys and shit.
Yeah.
It was all Beach Boys songs and fucking...
How pissed off would you be if you were like the guy they want to leave down there in the suit?
Did they
you
get
up
that
here
guy
like,
out?
yeah, he's out. I'm like, bro, are you serious?
Shoot him. Freeze, mister!
Hey,
We got some.
I'm the sheriff in this town now.
We got some Mexican standoff.
Cheers, you guys, to the third act.
Just lower your weapons.
Got a little Mexican standoff here.
He's infected.
Contagious.
You spread it.
That's the first thing to say. That's how you make people panic.
That's it.
Look at what we're in right now.
Listen to me, Briggs.
I ain't never panicked. But yeah. You just yell
Suppose an army of guys in plastic
contagion.
suits show up every time a meteor falls.
That's all people need to hear.
Oh shit! Look, he's coming up.
How do you think they got here so quick?
It's being all slow and brooding and bubbling.
He's listening to their conversation to know who to attack first.
With its many ears at this point.
Well, the military is like the bad guys now, so the Blob is kind of like gonna be the good guy. Watch this.
Oh!
Watch this. This is a good one. That's the main black.
Oh yeah, that's the main scientist.
It's like
damn!
It's like a deep blue. It's like deep blue sea,
and it just jerks him down. That was awesome.
That's why they had those lights above their eyes,
so you could see that.
That was a pretty cool effect with it coming up.
Yeah,
like it went through his suit.
If I saw that, I'd be like, okay, get these fucking suits off. These don't do shit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like right at that point. Yep, there he goes.
Yeah. This guy's like a badass. He's got like grenades strapped to the.
Let's scrag that son of a bitch.
This is like second command. He's probably like the military guy, but not the scientist. And he's like, you know what?
Yeah, he was like the scientist was in charge because he was the scientist, but now I'm
fucking idiots.
Look, he's just like
what a moron.
Charge, short fuse.
Drop one of the grenades you have on you. Shit.
Yeah, he's dropping a big old fucking.
How many times do we have to watch movies with incompetent military?
Right.
To climb the ladder of the military, you have to show that you're like smart and adaptable.
Don't follow orders.
Yeah, I don't know.
Follow orders and get results.
But this is like they're in town square right now, so like all the people.
Secret's out.
Yeah, everybody is watching this happen. Now they realize that the military people were chew on that slime ball. And then there's the, wait a minute, what's that sound? Yeah, I wouldn't still be standing there.
Right by the manhole.
It's been made very clear that fire does not fucking hurt this thing.
Well, definitely ballistic bullets aren't going to hurt like a pile of fucking ooze. You big dummy.
I think.
Yeah, well, before we figure out what's happening, maybe get off the area right where you're standing, right above it. See, like it ate like all those people in the theater and shit like that. So it's fucking.
Yeah, so it's huge.
Look, I love that.
Nah.
He pulls the pins on those grenades.
That was a miniature shot, right?
Yeah. There's gonna be definitely some stop motion in here too, in miniatures. Like, look at that.
Yeah, that's you can tell the background.
Yeah, the outline that was yeah. That right there is clearly.
Oh, jeez.
But look at that though; it's still fucking cool.
Well, this scene and
That's
what's
like
happening.
straight out of the
That was
50s,
the
right?
big.
Yeah.
That was the big, like most of the movie of the '50s movie, right? Where it was
yeah,
like
it really was. Yeah.
the big blob and people running from it, almost like Godzilla kind of way.
Yeah, but you can see like the black outlines of the.
And they've saved this for like the very, very end of the movie.
Yeah, to give it that real good like. This is fucking it.
But that is how the original movie looked. It was like the POV of the blob moving down the streets and
people disappearing almost kind of as it would just kind of roll over them. So we got this dude with flamethrower. Let's see what the flamethrower does to the blob. No!
absolutely nothing.
We got a good, yeah.
We got a good stunt.
Where they
fire stunt.
fall down, they put them out.
Is that supposed to be the priest?
Yeah, cut so you can put him out. He got a two-faced right there.
Oh, look at that. What? Those things are really cold.
I thought that was a pretty good, like, how the fuck do they have fire extinguishers in their hand already? Well, she was fucking saving the priest who was on fire.
Mm-hmm.
And she figured out that the fire extinguisher is cold enough to make it think twice, at least.
And the original, the blob was from space. It wasn't some man-made virus.
Yeah. They kind of just did something a little new with it.
88 kind of sucked for movies, though.
Oh, really? Didn't have like stiff competition or anything like that?
89 was a blowout year, though.
So 88, the month this was released, it was released in August.
What did I say about the
snowblower?
The foreshadowing earlier. The snowmaker truck.
Like Cocktail came out the month before.
Watch.
Die Hard 2.
Watch.
Die Hard 1, but
we got another really awesome effect coming up here in a second. So they're all in the church, or was that's the church, right?
Yeah, it was a church. They were carrying a pew.
Yeah.
It's the Mr. Plow truck from The Simpsons.
Fuck that, man.
Those things are CO2, so if you keep blowing that, you're not gonna be able to breathe.
Yeah, they're right here. Like,
oh damn!
Watch.
See,
watch.
Oh shit!
Fucking.
Oh, she almost pukes there. Yeah.
Broke him in half
Yeah, he
backwards,
is
man.
Dude, the priest is fucked up.
That's what I meant when I said some fucking gnarly deaths. Yeah, the priest is like all like half
Yeah,
burned and
he
shit.
is
He's
fucked up.
he's curled up praying in the corner. Fuck yeah.
Was that a snowblower?
Snowblower, yeah.
Snowmaker, snowblower.
It's just a giant snow cone machine. That's what they do when before ski season.
Oh, they use it to make it look like a winter wonderland.
Right.
Yeah, before the first snow hits the town, they do that so tourists will.
Bro, why are you playing chicken with the blob?
Just tosses it over
dummy.
like it's a toy.
Yeah, just keep your distance and keep doing what you were doing. It was working. No, I need to wreck this fucking truck.
I want him to die now, just for that.
Yeah.
I want his character to die.
I mean, judging by how we've seen the whole movie, he'll probably die. One of those
he
two
is
is
so
gonna die.
incompetent with vehicles. This is the worst character of all time.
Everything
in a
he's
vehicle.
driven or rode, he has wrecked in this movie.
I'm taking your license back, man. Give me your license.
He's wrecked everything he's gotten behind the wheel.
He's wrecked the bike 5 times.
That was some good miniature work.
He wrecked their only hope. God, that guy's a fucking asshole. Johnny Drama. He was an asshole in Platoon, too.
Even that, yeah, dude. He's really good at,
Oh, God. So gross.
Please help me.
He should have said kill me.
Yeah, exactly. It would have been way better if he would have said, please kill me. That would have been way cooler. Yeah.
This chick's a badass, too.
You gotta cock it, motherfucker.
Yeah, I've already... I don't
Leave
even
him
care-
alone.
I don't even care about him.
Oh, shit. It's getting a little squishy in there.
Look at her.
Dude, she just turned into fucking Ellen Ripley. Sarah Connor over here, man.
Well, she's a cheerleader, so she's an athlete. I mean.
Was that the one-liner before?
Oh, man. What's that holding on to her?
Oh, Jesus.
One of the tubings, her foot got caught in
Yeah,
one of the tubes.
that would happen, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Look, like she's that hung up on that.
Yeah, that would definitely happen. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, come on. You just got to add some more. Oh, come on, hurry up.
It's a better death, though, than being
Oh,
assimilated
God.
by a fucking blob.
Come on. I don't know how she was that stuck on there.
Is that
Well, look, that's her dad, yeah.
Wait a minute, the frozen pieces from the priest never came back up again.
No. Yeah, the little things that he put in that jar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
see,
now
she
realized
blew up
that.
the ice maker. Look, it's
Merry
the first snow.
Christmas, everyone!
Look, it immediately... That thing is extremely susceptible to cold.
Very, yeah.
Because it just froze solid immediately.
On Christmas?
Brian?
God bless us, everyone.
I think that's a big trope is whenever the music changes as soon as they hit victory.
It gets hopeful. I mean...
Like on the spot. Like they don't let you see what happened or anything yet. They just do it.
That's when you know it's really over, or if they're going to come back from.
So like as soon as the T-Rex shows up in Jurassic Park, they kick off the dramatic
I mean, this
music.
how big the music changed.
God, that's a really bad score.
That's how you can tell if they're going to like do the fake out where you get one more scare, or if it's really dead. The whole horror trope where they kill it, but they don't go check the body, and they're all like hugging, and you're like, nope, you didn't check the body yet. He's going to jump up and get you.
Hey, man. Snow?
He threw a snowball at
How
him.
are you joking in this moment, man? Look around you. Everybody's dead.
That dude's been in the whole movie, and he should have been a main side character.
Bring in the dump truck. We better get this thing to the ice house before dawn.
I love how they
do they ever make the
I love
connection?
how they all immediately know how to deal with it.
Oh, we just got to clean it up.
We got to get it to the ice house so it don't thaw out.
We gotta keep it in there the whole time.
That's it.
And we'll definitely call the government to tell them
We
to come
all
pick it
know
up.
how to deal with it. Yeah, and the government will definitely not come drop napalm on this whole town so that we don't fucking never tell anybody about this.
Well, what's up with the priests and the crystals, though?
Sinner and saint alike. Who shall be lifted up to rapture when the judgment
Well, he said it was a prophecy, so there you go.
Look,
it's him.
Yeah, see, he's out.
None but the faithful.
And he thinks he's been spared.
Yeah, he's crazy religious guy traveling town to town in tents.
He's going to hold it up. Look. Guarantees he got in the jar. Oh, I guess I was wrong.
He's got a little...
What the fuck? This isn't...
He's got a...
This isn't the 50s. They don't have
They still
tent
have
revivals.
To this day, they still have tent revivals.
Oh, yeah. Did you see True Detective?
Sure enough. There's lots of money, big money in that there tent revival.
Yeah, you go from town to town, you scam old people for their money, and then you move on.
You give miracles.
Yeah, you give them miracles.
I mean, that's the backstory to so many,
and then you move on to the next town before
pop
they catch
stars throughout history.
Yeah, before snake oil salesman.
He's gonna be
Selling-
like, it just came up.
Selling God and glory to
he's
weak people.
He's the Blob.
You think he's a blob?
One town at a time.
No, see, he's got it.
The Lord will give me a sign.
Yeah, see, he's gone.
He's like, whenever the Lord gives me a sign, I'll.
He's gonna release the
I'll
Blob.
release the.
Oh, so they wanted to make a sequel.
Well, no, they didn't necessarily want to.
That didn't really seem like a sequel move.
No,
to me.
well, they didn't really necessarily want to make a sequel because the original one with Steve McQueen, the military comes back and they put it all up in crates. And the last shots of the original, it shows, and there's even like subtitles at the bottom. It shows helicopters dropping it off in Antarctica. And
Right,
it's
right,
so, like,
right.
okay, it'll just get buried out there in Antarctica and freeze over. And the last lines, it says, like the old horror movies back then, it would actually say the end on the screen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But with the Blob was the first movie to do this, and I always loved it because it said the end, and then slowly a question mark dissolved onto the screen.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of what they did with this. Is like question mark the end because that dude could release. The Blob isn't fully dead because he's still out there with it.
Who wants to take final thoughts?
I mean, I'll start it because this is Tim's pick. I'll let him have the last word.
3.5 minutes.
I really enjoyed this movie. It was great effects. I think I think I already said what I liked and what I didn't like. I hated the score. It was fucking hokey and cheap and like public domain. The actors weren't really that great. It was really just more about the monster and stuff like that. But it was overall a really fun movie. I think I actually liked the original better, but this was fun. I had a good time on Bros. Some of the best deaths in like 80s horror, and it's some of those. It's one of those like sort of existential sort of horrors more than anything else. So I'd give it a cheers.
Oh yeah,
we
should get those ready for the.
I'm not gonna give it 2 cheers.
I don't think it's amazing. It's not great by any means, but I can appreciate what they tried to do. They basically tried to do like they tried to bring it back and kind of make. I think they intended to make it a little humorous and make like a campy one-off. Like they made it a B movie, and while they put this out, the time period they put this out, the audiences weren't ready for this kind of thing, or they didn't get it, or what you said about how old lady said, I remember seeing that, I'll go see this one. But I like that they did that. Like they took the original thought and they brought it to another level. I love any film that uses practical effects to good measure, and they did a great job. And for that, I'll give them a cheers, because they just, even though it's a campy, kind of shitty script and everything, and we don't really care about anybody, but I think they did a good job. I love the effects. I'll give it a cheers. All day.
And that's what these movies were back in the 80s, especially. They set you up with characters that you don't really care about. You're just, they're bowling pins that you're waiting to get knocked over, basically. Especially in the slasher genre in the 80s. You didn't care about the characters or their bad dialogue. You were just sometimes you were happy that they were kind of crappy, because you were like, oh man, I hope that guy gets a really horrible
also they
death.
killed off every character you thought would be the main character.
Yeah, that was what was original about this one, is they really kept surprising you, like just like indiscriminately killing people.
Yeah, but they didn't kill Kevin Dillon like they wanted.
It surprises you a few times. The practical effects are amazing. It is what it is, and it owns it. Yes, there was cheesiness, because you're making a movie called The Blob. You can't to take yourself too seriously, but they saw an opportunity with something that was done so long ago and bringing it into the where they were at in the 80s with the effects and stuff, and go, man, what if we told that story nowadays? And I feel like they just said, we don't even need a good script. Let's just show off what we can do with our practical effects. In the 80s, it was like the space race.
Oh yeah.
Guys were trying to outdo each other. Rob Bottin and The Thing, and then The Howling. It was just, and I think I love it. Special thanks to the people of Abbeville, Louisiana. Cheers. That's
3 cheers up.
3 cheers up. That's a wrap on another A to Z movie night.